So Elon Musk is officially over Nigel Farage. He doesn't think that Farage has what it takes. He's also over some of the MAGA crowd, but he keeps trying to push his political agenda. The question is, why is Musk suddenly so interested in the British, Romanian, German, and Italian politics? Well, I have a theory. I don't think Musk has any strategic plans here. I suspect he's got something called hubris syndrome. Hubris syndrome is when someone in the position of power develops a sense of excessive self-confidence and has an over-exaggerated view of his own abilities. People with the hubris syndrome tend to think that they always know better, they're above criticism, they have excessive narcissism, and they lose touch with reality. The concept of hubris syndrome in the modern psychological and political context was developed by David Owen, who is a British psychiatrist and former politician. Leaders like Margaret Thatcher, George W. Bush, Tony Blair are good examples of people with hubris syndrome, and I'm convinced that Elon Musk could be one of them as well. There are two elements of diagnosis. One is that the individual must be in the position of power, so this one obviously applies to Musk. And two, people with hubris syndrome would exhibit at least 3 out of 14 symptoms, and you can find the full list online. But I went through all of them, and in my opinion, 5 seem extremely applicable to Musk, so he could meet the criteria for hubris syndrome. There is a few symptoms that I thought would be interesting to discuss here. One is a narcissistic propensity to see the world primarily as an arena to exercise power and seek glory. And this definitely applies to Musk. He has this helicopter view of the world that with a single tweet he can influence politics all over the world. One day it's Germany, then it's Romania, then it's Congress in the US, today it's Britain, and he gets to decide who's gonna lead the Reform Party. Tomorrow, he will be deciding who's going to lead the UK government. And I don't think he gets direct benefits from it, and I don't think there is any hidden agenda. I just think he likes doing it. From his point of view, the world is just one arena where he gets to exercise power and be the star. And another important symptom, identification with the nation to the extent that he regards the group's interest and his own interest as identical. And this is an important one. He recently posted, "The people of Britain do not want this government at all. New elections." Keep in mind that Elon Musk is not in Britain, he can't vote in Britain, but he's convinced that he knows what the people of Britain want, basically claiming his opinion as being identical to the opinion of the collective, of the people of Britain. Because when we look at the data, the UK had an election 6 months ago where Labour won, and based on the opinion polls right now, it's still in the lead. Yes, the margin is much smaller, but it's still ahead of the Tories and Reform. And of course, I'm not a psychiatrist, I never sat down with Elon Musk personally, but his personality is just so fascinating, and we should continue talking about it because his influence is getting bigger and bigger.
I think to do with being like living here, I mean, to do everything you want to do with it.